I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight.
Hello, my babies. I just want to say right off the bat before I introduce myself once again, this figure is amazing. This is a work of art. JoyToy, with this whole thing going on with JoyToy and Games Workshop, I feel like it's like a godsend for fans of Warhammer and such like that, because like the McFarlane stuff is really good. I don't have any of that stuff, but I watched a lot of reviews on that stuff, and I just have to say JoyToy knocks that out of the park. And this figure is just fantastic. We have here Castellan Crowe, and he is from the Grey Knights, and it's a stunning figure. This is a work of art, and I think work of art is the best way to explain the figure. It is a 2.0 body, and so it does have more stability and movability than the other figures, but even though it has all that stuff, it's still a little hard to move, but it is just a beautiful figure. I'm gonna get a little closer for you folks, just to see how, look at the detail in this figure. It's just magnificent. Now, shout out to Skelly from Skellywags TV. He really hooked me up with this. He puts a bunch of links out. So does Awesome Action Toys, but Skelly reached out and gave me a bunch of links to get this that were listed on his channel, and I was able to find it because I couldn't find it, and so happens one of his links there had it, and that was fantastic. And they had one more, by the way. So I got it from him. He really hooked me up with that. So subscribe to him and use his links in his description, because it really helped me out. But with that being said, let's get into it. Let's get into it right away. This sword is just beautiful. It reminds me of I forgot the black sword from that Null has from Marvel, because this is supposed to be like a black flame, but it's reminds me of the symbiote from Null's blade. Gore the Guard Butcher had this blade. Well, not this blade, but you know, looks like it. Jesus, look at I do not blame the prices for these figures on anyone, because there's so much detail. But as I said before in other videos, I'm a stickler for like playability, and these are not really playable. Like these little nooks and crannies, I don't know what even this is like, I don't even know what that is. It's not coming off now, but his Bible falls off like crazy. His arms, if you pull them too far out, as with any figure, it'll fall out, but you could still get, I like that it has ratchets. He doesn't come with a gun, which doesn't matter because he has one on his wrist, and you could get him in all pretty good poses, all kinds of poses. And I've been a huge fan of Warhammer, well, really, like, because of all these cool videos that I would watch online where they're making, like, you know, custom terrain for them or showing you how to paint them. And I was like, damn, these Warhammer figures look amazing. But I'm talking too much. So I as you guys remember, last year I did a video with Ragnar Blackmane. I think that's the name, yeah. And I have him here. And just like his brethren, they're just beautiful. These are beautiful figures to have. They are pricey. It is a little, it could be difficult to get these in, but if you're into it, get them. I don't know how much further I'm gonna go all in with the Warhammer Space Marines. I actually like their villains more. I love the orcs, and I'm trying to get my hands on some of the orcs. And I know the Necrons are coming out. I'm definitely going to get, most likely going to get the leader, maybe one of the 2-packs. There's some reptilians that they have too that they haven't announced, and I hope they do, and I'm going all in on them. And of course, my favorite, which are the Tyranids. So looking forward to that. So let's just get into what he comes with. I wasn't going to do a review. I was going to do another video similar to Ragnar Blackmane, where I just put him against one of my testing out really how he would fare with some of the predators that, you know, are released. And I had Ragnar against the Alpha Predator, which is probably one of my favorite figures of all time, from NECA. But yeah, so Crow comes with all these hands, extra hands. He comes with his pointing hand, well, pointing, like go that way, go left, go right, whatever. He has his splayed hands, which I really like this hand. I'm going to put this hand with his sword. That's how I plan on having him. I love the fist hands, but I wish he would have had a left fist so that I could put it on this side with that hand, because I feel like the right arm needs the fist bump. And then he has, I don't know why he even has this hand. He doesn't even come with a gun. He has a wrist gauntlet that has, you know, a wrist cannon on it. So he doesn't really need this hand. This could have been a fist, but no complaints here. And one of the things that was really annoying is, like, the figure came with this alternate head, and it was a pain getting it off. I was scared to even use any heat because I was like, I don't want to mess up the paint or anything. But it comes with this head sculpt, I mean, with this extra head, helmeted head, and it looks amazing nonetheless. So you could leave it on or off, but I feel like, why would you buy, you know, Crow and not have him displayed with that marvelous head sculpt? It's just phenomenal. It looks nice. So it's appreciated, but you didn't need it. It's fantastic. It's fantastic the way it is. So I really don't want this to be a long video, so we're going to get into it. So as I said before, he actually has ratcheted arms, which you could see, like, it does that little cack. And I like that, because you could really put him in a position, like, you could put him whole, like, as you guys saw in my video collage in the beginning that I do in all my videos, he was holding up a xenomorph. And he holds that position perfectly because, there's nothing that xenomorph could do to shake out of that grip. But no, just kidding. That's just because the way the function work, it just locks those hands in, and it's not going anywhere. Look, I'm putting significant amount of force, and I'm a brute, and it's not going anywhere. But yeah, this figure is amazing. You could be, you know, sly, like the way, if you watch a lot of videos with Warhammer, like the minis, a lot of their, even in the minis, when they, you know, sculpt them in a, you know, stagnant position, they're really not doing anything too wild. So, you know, usually that's why this swivel, in case anyone doesn't know, is important, because if you're going to do a dynamic, you know, slash or something like that, you could swivel this all the way around. And the sword is difficult to get in. So let me just see if I could get it in for the sake of the video. I have a little twirly technique that I like to try to do. He doesn't hold his sword as well as Ragnar does. I don't know why that is. I really don't know why that is. But yeah, you could ratchet him out this way and to the side. And then let me take this out. You could ratchet him out, and you could put like he just, you know, swiped, you know, twist his hips around, and like he just did a swipe, you know, get rid of that. Yeah, I feel like when I put him to get down with like a predator or something like that, I'm gonna definitely take his gear off so he could get down. But yeah, you could put them, you know, slashing however you want to do it, like that. And that looks fantastic. So there are ways you could do it. If you really like the figures, get them. It's not going to hurt at all. It's fantastic. I love it. It looks great. I think this red background works well for him. So we're going to keep that for the rest of the review. And yeah, look at that, folks. It just looks fantastic. So yeah, let's get into the legs. There are a few videos out with this figure already. Some people got them really, really early. Awesome Action Toys, Skelly got them in early. But there are quite a other few too. But yeah, those are, in my opinion, the kings of 118. So here you go. Let's take a, oh wow, he got a better spread than Ragnar does, actually. Look at that. He got a way better spread than Ragnar. I didn't notice that from either of reviews. I probably stopped paying attention after a while because I was working while watching the videos. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at that leg bend. Oh man, that is so cool. These figures are amazing. Just you're literally handling like a work of art. Like they put whoever did this, they put a lot of love into putting this figure together. Like it functions so well. It functions so, and as you can see, the Bible fell off. But I actually, if I was gonna put him like actually fighting, I'm gonna take off everything that could fall off anyway, because that gets in the way of battle. And that looks amazing. I'm gonna do a brief size comparison with y'all with some surprises, because I'm actually going to show you some Predators you might want to pair them with. I mean, I'll tell you right now, they're way bigger than the highest stuff. So just stay tuned for that. Holy crap, my babies, this is awesome. I actually never put them together before like this, and this looks so freaking cool. I really dig how this looks, but as you can see, two of them are really out of the way here. And this is how they all look together. Yeah, oh my god, this is kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so as you can see, the Hiya Toys Predators are just not, they're just, well, you know, it would be cool if you guys could, I mean, you kind of still could do it. Just so you know, like the average height of a Space Marine is like 7 feet tall. You know, they're like 7 feet, 8 feet. Some of the leaders are like 8 feet and stuff like that. And the same thing with the Predators. They're like average 7'5" to like 8 feet tall. So you could kind of put this together, but I thought, I love when the Predators are, I like how they're depicted when they're depicted much bigger than any human. So for the Space Marine world, the Warhammer 40K world, my Predators in my imagination are gonna be taller than them. But these are some possibilities that you can, you know, come up with. Honestly, I do think the best one is probably my least favorite out of these, you know, 112, 110 scale figure Predators is the Figma one. That Figma one is, it looks amazing. It's pretty. It's dope. It's really hard to get standing on its own. It's a miracle I didn't fall yet. And of course, we have the giant NECA Alpha Predator. And to your left, who's going to get his own review as well, is the Mezco 112 collection Jungle Hunter Predator. And that looks amazing. And of course, here we have our little sweethearts, you know, the Jungle Hunter and then the Berserker from Predators. And they look great next to Crow. They all look cool next to Crow. But I have to say that the NECA, the love that company puts into their figures, they look very nice next to your Warhammer figures. And that's like a giant size Predator. You know, like, hey, we're talking about, this is like a 12-foot tall, like if you wanted to put these together. And I actually dig that. That looks awesome. So I'm babbling on. I'm just so at awe on how this looks. This is pretty cool. All right, onward. Nice. Here's Crow with some of the random figures you might have in your collection. Decided to put a little bit of everything here. So it is what it is. It looks so nice. And one of the things that I have to say here is that, I don't know about you guys, but the Acid Rain stuff looked nice next to the JoyToy WarHammer stuff. So that looks pretty cool to me. Like, I wonder if someone's like doing that, like, all right, I'm gonna get the Acid Rain, you know, soldiers and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna get the Space Marines and like have like a little thing with them. I don't know, that looks pretty cool to me, but I really dig this. So this is this may be some of the stuff you guys might have in your collection. So the next one we're gonna go into some Xenomorphs, which there's some surprises there as well. Onward. Oh my, this looks so cool. Believe it or not, it's actually my first time pairing this JoyToy figure with these NECA alien figures. Now, these NECA alien figures, this is the Spitter, and I think this is the Exploder. This one blows up with acid right here. This guy right here, this one. And they're from that new Colonial Marines game that came out like a few months ago. I think it's called Fire Team. Yeah, Fire Team. And these are 2 of 4 aliens from that game that came out, and they're all a little smaller than the normal ones NECA usually brings out, because in that game they are small in that game. But I thought to myself, I was like, ooh, that would look so nice, not only against a JoyToy WarHammer figure, but any of your 1/18 scale stuff. Hell, you could probably even put it with your 124 or 135 scale figures as well, because they look so good. And believe me when I tell you, they are so articulated. You could do a lot. And I think if you guys look at this here, they look so nice and they blend in well with your already, you know, higher toy stuff. So let me know if you want to see a review on them. They will be in tons and tons of other videos and some of my toy photography and such like that. So expect to see more of them, but let me know if you want to see a review on them. They're awesome. But yeah, this is how they look. This is how Crow looks next to some of your Xenomorphs you might have in your collection. And as you guys know, I have a nice little horde of aliens, so these two look nice chasing down Crow just hammering them down, because you know how the Warhammer guys are. But yeah, I think this is it for now, my babies. This is awesome. It was a pleasure to me making this video. This figure is fantastic. I think if you're really a fan of Warhammer, you definitely should get this. But if you just like want to play around and like do stuff, I'm like, maybe you, because I feel like I don't want to touch him, he looks so nice. But hell, do what you want, is your money. But I think this is probably gonna be maybe I said this before, maybe one of the last JoyToy Ultramarine that I get, because like I said before, I love the villains, and I'm gonna start trying to build some of those villains up, starting with the Orcs. So I'm gonna try to get the Orcs. So I'll be back with them, and I have some stuff in store for you guys as well with them. So again, this is your host with the most. This is Ben. This is That Damn Figure Show, and we are out. Peace.